come together for a meaningful social cause. And interestingly, I have already got two counter offers. IIT Bombay folks are saying, they want to hijack the project and turn it into IIT Bombay project, which I am sure Professor Karandikar will like, but we will not let it happen. It will be IIT-Kanpur project. And IIT Madras is another one which is kind of eyeing, this looks like an interesting one. They would like to have their name behind it. So we
No,
will give
so
everyone a chance.
No, I think Praveen, you should first do is IIT Kanpur. So there are these IIT Kanpur moles in IIT Bombay and IIT Madras. So Ashok Junjunwala wants to go to IIT Madras. so he's also an IIT alumnus.
And
so I think we will first
Delhi also. Yeah.
So I think our plan is we will first do IIT Kanpur part, which is 40,000 trees. Then we will share a template with other IITs. Let them copy it. That's how we are going to do it. So next year it will be a pan IIT movement, but after IITK has executed it. So the beginning has been made, and I think it will be great if Professor Karandikar himself could be here. But I know he is coming here in November, mid-November. So at that time, we will inaugurate Professor Kelkar Grove. And I think that inauguration will be done by you. And in the meantime, we will make all the preparations here. So in the meantime, let me pass the phone around to some more people who have finished their lunch and have a lot of calories accumulated. So let them speak and tell them what they saw today.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is Ashwani Shukla here, pass out of 2006. Really excited to be here. It's an awesome place. I think in many years, I wouldn't have been to a place like this before. And I mean, a huge amount of activities that we can do out here. And I'm sure it will become a regular visiting place for me. And hats off to Pravin sir, awesome job that he's doing with this project. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm Sachin. I'm pass out at on 2006 from Aerospace Department, IIT Kanpur. I think we came. It was a beautiful drive here, and I think Praveen sir had a great form. We had a great experience out there, and I think we also came to know about very different types of, like the plants, the trees, how they are grown, how the compose is being formed, a lot of activities, how the water is getting stored, everything. So there was a great insight about how to have that sort of sustaining and ecosystem which can be built out of this particular land. So it was a great understanding that. I think we had a great nice trek after like years, and it was nice coming out, from home quarantines to actually spend some time in among the nature part. So in all, it has been a great experience. Yeah.
Hi everyone, this is Dinesh. I'm from 2000 graduate mechanical engineering. I happened to be in Pune due to lockdown, which was interesting because I'm from Bangalore otherwise, and was super lucky to come here. I've been here already like 3-4 times now in last month. So what amazes me here is just we talk about problem solving all the time, but I've seen the real impact of problem solving. First principle, solving a problem through that. So this is again just seeing so much life on a barren land, which was a barren land. So people talk about trees and all, but I see insects, butterflies and all, right? So the way this place has been transformed, if you check the neighboring plots and then this is absolutely amazing. I am in the process of figuring out and what can we do to motivate not only my batch but junior batches and all that. Those who are in Pune, I think they can do a lot more, but those of us who are not in Pune can also contribute. This is a great opportunity where we as a group can do more than just talk. We really get involved and probably try to do something here more meaningful. Happy to be here.
So I think what we'll do now, I'll give the mic over to our director, Professor Karandikar, and let him have a few words. Because I think people are so energized that we can keep on talking all afternoon and not finish. So let's, I think, carry the... so over to you.
For example,
Yeah, so I think
Yes, you want to?
yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
So I think first of all, welcome to like this great event. As Praveen mentioned, that this is going to be an not just I think planting trees, but I don't know whether Praveen shared his vision of making a ecologically sustainable society, and this is just the beginning of the project. And that is why, as I said, first we can begin with the IIT Kanpur, but we can then spread it to the pan IIT movement. And from IIT Kanpur side, I think we will be happy to provide all support. I mean, the institution itself is a part of this larger community. So we have, of course, 40,000 alumni, but we have on campus 7,500 students as well. So who will become, alumni in some part? So there is already a 10,000, added to this 40,000. And I would really appeal to all of you to actively contribute to this project. And of course, you are there at the site, but those who are not there also, I would strongly encourage. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there, but I just wanted to tell you that I was there just before taking over as the director of IIT Kanpur and planted a tree. Maybe my name is there on the site, but I'll just share a picture, and if I can be, can I share the picture? Can I share the screen, Sandeep?
Yes, you can. Yeah, bottom left, second one.
Yeah. So I just wanted to have, can to see this?
Yeah, we can see it.
We can see it.
So see the picture, or?
We can see it now.
Yeah. So I just so another thing I would like to say is that IIT Kanpur was also is a very scientifically and technologically very strong in environmental science and engineering. In fact, in air pollution and in water pollution, we have been helping the government of India. If all of you would have heard the term air quality index, that was also, as a part of the efforts of IIT Kanpur. We are also involved in the Clean Ganga mission in IIT Kanpur. Also, we have a Center for Clean Ganga. So in a number of national level initiatives and projects, the IIT Kanpur faculty members are involved. And therefore, I think it is only appropriate that we pull in also our scientific and technical expertise to make such project sustainable. And I, as Praveen also mentioned, that he's going to form a not-for-profit organization, and although we are planting 1 tree per alumni, 40,000 trees, but as I think, as he mentioned, that each individual is required to plant 14 trees. So ideally, it should become 40,000 into 14 in order for all of us to have a sustainable living, and I hope that will happen. So through this platform, I would really like to appeal to all alumni to contribute to these activities, and maybe Praveen can also elaborate on the contributions that they are looking for. But from the institute side, I think we will reach out to all the alumni and appeal to them that they really make this project successful, so that it can be then taken to a pan IIT level. I really want the IIT Kanpur alumni project to be the front runner and not get hogged by IIT Bombay or IIT Madras. So we would just want to achieve the target of 40,000 in the next 6 months or so that, then maybe additional 50,000 from IIT Bombay or another 50,000 from IIT Madras or IIT Delhi can later on join these efforts. So I think thank you very much for being there, and maybe Praveen can elaborate more on what support and also the outline of the project.
Yeah, so I think the plan is to multiply 40,000 by 14. I didn't want to kind of overwhelm all the listeners in the beginning. So we'll begin with one, but soon after 40,000 is done, the next initiative is to multiply it 14 times. So we can potentially pick 14 locations throughout the country where a replica of this can be created. So we do want to achieve that target, and that will be the phase 2. Now, in terms of so specific help that I'm looking for from IIT Kanpur is that if a mail can go out to the entire alumni base, informing them about that this project is already kicked off, it's happening, and we want to pick up momentum in the next 3 months to get all the resources and aligned. And in terms of the economics, basically the way the project is working, the cost of sustaining one tree is 1,500 rupees. That includes the cost of the sapling, the cost of digging ponds, cost of transporting water by buckets into each tree, providing organic fertilizer, building fences, doing fire protection, maintaining the tree for 3 years. And if you think of it, the amount of work required, it's almost like an infant child. When you take care of it in the beginning, you have to take care of it. So it costs about 1,500 rupees. So if you plant it on a public land, on a forest land, that's the cost. But if you plant it on a land that we ourselves acquire, the cost is another 1,500. So total 3,000 rupees, half of it which is land cost and other half is the cultivation and the maintenance cost. And in 3 years, the tree becomes self-sustainable. So beyond that time, whatever produce that comes out, that will be just enough to pay for the continued maintenance cost of the tree for future generations. So just one-time contribution, and we'll create a legacy that will live here for another 100, 200 years.
Great.
And very simple model. And I'm glad to also announce that the batch of IITK 90, I think my batchmates, have already got fired up. And they have underwritten that 10% of the entire cost will be paid by IIT 90 batch. So I issue a challenge across all 60 batches to come forward and match this number. Any batch which matches this number, I think will get the same scenic sight that batch of 1990 is going to get. With that, I'll give it to you to see if we can mobilize the 86 batch.
No, so I'm really very enthused by whatever is said. And our 82 to 86 batch, you must have listened to Charles Alham, the recent video which was going. Ours is a very, very cohesive batch, and I'm going to introduce him on a Zoom call this week to my entire batch, and let us enthuse them. Let's see how much we can get. The $2 million that he needs for this first project, but I think we need many more $2 million after this.
Yes.
If we want to replicate this model.
And we have multi-millionaires and billionaires and IIT Kanpur alumni. So it is for them to rise up to the occasion and do something meaningful.
Right. So, Praveen, you have a video to play, or you are going to play a video?
Actually, we are not set up now, but I'll share that link. So we have created a video to introduce the project. And that link can go out in the mail that the IIT Kanpur will send to alumni, or it can be shared over LinkedIn and Facebook.
So, yeah, so I was just thinking that I will post it on our social media handle. So
yes,
if you can share the video, then that will be good.
Play that 6-minute video.
You can play it. Okay, I think Vivek has it ready, so we can play it right now for this group.
Yes.
And then I'll share the link, and you can tweet it or put it on the LinkedIn tomorrow.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I think we share.
I think that 6-minute video is, really has come out very nicely. So we can play it right now. I think so. Vivek is looking at logistics.
I will send it to Sandeep.
Okay. So Vivek actually is sending the link to Sandeep, and Sandeep, please click and play it in this conference call. So just give us maybe 30 seconds while the electrons are flowing from this farm site to the whatever nerve center of this web conference. In the meantime, Pradeep, I see you at the top left corner of my screen as an alumni president. Maybe mic is over to you to say what you want to share here.
Yeah, thanks. So are you able to hear?
Yes, yes, very much.
Okay. So I think it's a great initiative, and I think Pravin and we met a few months back, a little before the COVID, really took over and made us stay indoors. So what impressed me was the depth of the work that he had already done, and then the vision that was around forestation. So what he started with his journey was looking at where the land was barren and the trees are burnt regularly, and how then with the effort we could change the situation by creating an entire forest around there. So what he started was a journey with looking at different kind of trees and building the complete ecosystem. So it was not just about planting one tree, but managing a complete forest or recreating it. So he went about, and then we looked at why can't we involve all the alums and make sure that it becomes really meaningful for all of us. Because while we are at different places, we could still contribute to some initiative which is at one place and being taken care effectively. And then with the Diamond Jubilee, this idea of this 40,000 trees came up, and so that each alum has one tree planted in his or her name, and also for the professors who have taught us. So that was the second part that helped really gather the momentum. But the real idea behind planting trees was also that as human beings, we consume CO2 equivalent to 14 trees. And that is what this project name was, 14 trees, as far as the legal entity was concerned. So to plant 14 trees per person, and starting with 40,000 trees per alum. Going by the progress, I think it was great going so far, and we see more momentum coming in. One of the thoughts that I had was to take it to every batch, and we could have a short session with each batch, so that not only they come to know about it, because it is something about awareness, something where they could get involved, and something they could contribute. So all these three things would then help us, take it from where we have already reached. Some of the initial feedback from the alum was, why not Kanpur? And so Pravin told me that he has already bought saplings for Kanpur, and therefore we are reasonably prepared to have Kanpur also on the list. So I think it's great going. Wish you all the best. And we look forward for success of this project.
Yeah, so Sandeep, maybe you can play the video now.
Yes.
Sandeep? Yeah.
Yeah, I started it.
Actually, I hope it is the right video. There are two versions floating around, so I hope it is the IIT-Kanpur version.
India is a country which has the largest amount of agricultural land available. You have cut all the jungles and converted them into agricultural land. The problem now, deforestation, that entire
are you guys able to see the video?
System is gone. See, imagine a land
Yes,
which was jungle. You first cut the trees, and then you start burning the land. So what that means is that through natural means, the new trees cannot grow. Only the grass will come. And you use grass for grazing, and when the grazing season is over, you burn it again. So when you repeat this cycle over and over again, you ensure that through natural means, no tree can grow at all. Matlab, population is growing, but the trees are not surviving. So amount of CO2 which is getting absorbed is reducing. As a result, the amount of CO2 in the air is increasing.
You're putting the video?
And that's what is leading to global warming.
Yes, I can see.
Actually, I just noticed this is not the correct version of the video. The correct version is not being shared. So you can see it, but this is not the version that I am hoping to play. I'll send the correct link later.
I'm a technologist by profession. but my kind of weekend hobby is to spend time in nature, and more recently I have sort of gotten more and more drawn towards the idea of reforestation. At a personal level, I have been, transforming a barren patch of land into a green zone for the last 6-7 years. Just imagine that just about 5 years ago, this entire area was completely barren. And in another 3 years, this will just become a dense jungle. We have a mix of about more than 200 varieties of saplings out here. And a true jungle is the one which has a mix of all those varieties, rather than creating a monoculture where you're only planting one variety over and over again. So basically, the attempt here is, start from a barren land, plant these diverse varieties of trees, saplings, herbs, and once you create that habitat, naturally, the right insects come, the right birds come, the right animals come, and a lively ecosystem is created. See, we do not use any chemical fertilizer at all. So we present a little bit of a tough condition for these seedlings to grow. Limited amount of water, limited amount of nutrients. Because the forestation that we are doing, we need saplings which can survive under tough climatic conditions. So as you can see, we have close to about 80,000 trees ready. Over our entire lifetime, the amount of carbon dioxide we breathe out, if each one of us, if we plant 14 trees, all of that CO2 will be absorbed. So this only takes care of the amount of CO2 we are breathing out just to stay alive. This doesn't take care of the CO2 we release as a result of driving cars or flying. That will be a whole different calculation. It's a very simple thought that let's begin by planting 14 trees each. I invite everyone to come spend a day, plant a tree, water that tree, and sort of enjoy the whole surrounding.
Yeah, excellent.
Actually, just one comment. I just realized that the link which has been shared today is not the correct video. There is a video which is directly made to address the IIT-Kanpur alumni. So I will share that link tonight when I reach home. Please do not share this version. This is not the correct version. There is a one which is more powerful and directed towards IIT-Kanpur alumni, and it will be in your inbox. Yeah.
That has my photo also planting trees.
Exactly. That this one is missing that. It has all the legends of IIT-Kanpur in the video. So, but I think Murphy's Law strikes. So I think I accept that. But anyway, we get the point. Surely.
Yeah.
So I think thanks everyone for joining the call. This was fantastic, and this was good. Kind of we've done an official kickoff, but I think we'll build it up from this point. And I think mid-November, when director is in Pune, we will do maybe a much bigger conference with a broader set of alumni, and we get enough time between now and then to kind of prepare ourselves for launching the campaign.
So how many people are there right now?
Today we have about 25 people, 25 alumni. And everybody is so engrossed in talking and food that, it's like difficult to pull them out of their zone. But anyway.
So I think, Praveen, maybe you can mention here also that this is spread over how many total acres of land, and then you also recently acquired 20 acres.
Yeah. So the project is going to be executed over a total of 150 acres. And the first 20 acres were acquired 3 days ago. So we have begun the process of acquisition. The next 50 acres need to be acquired in 3 months. And the remaining 110 acres will be acquired in the next 2 months following that. So we have a target of raising 2 million in the next 5 to 6 months. And the process already started with 10% target already reached by IIT Kanpur 90 batch. And today we are kind of socializing and raising a challenge to other batches. And I'm pretty confident that we'll pull it off. And I think we'll turn this into a great sort of a alumni aligned movement, which will inspire other IITs to also follow our trend. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I think 1,500 rupees per person is not a big amount. So this is a very small amount. I
Actually,
think
it is 3,000. It is 3,000. 1,500 for the land, 1,500 for the tree. Yes. So 3,000 is not a big deal. It's like cost of 4 coffees these days.
Yes. So great.
Okay.
I think. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Yes.
Thank you. So I think you can share this presentation with everyone. I'll be happy to approach all the other alumni, and we can kick it off as a collective movement of all the stakeholders of the institute to contribute to the very important objective, I think. So very important social objective. So this can be sort of launched as a collective movement.
Yeah, absolutely. That is exactly what we want to happen. And I think that blessing and support from the institute and alumni will be fantastic. And I think we'll make it happen. And I think we want to beat the total time. Instead of 6 months, we will achieve the target in 2.5 months. That's the right kind of objective to shoot for.
So Praveen, I also see Shailendraji. So Shailendraji, if you can come on.
Yes, please. Because he was on site yesterday and he planted his share of trees yesterday. So Shailendraji, please.
He was there on the call. I just now saw him.
I think he dropped.
Maybe he dropped off. Okay.
Okay, I think you can enjoy there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chaliye.
Yeah.
Okay.
So bye.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks
all. Thanks, Professor, joining us. Thanks, Praveen.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sandeep.
Thank you.
So are you making this? Are you making this platform available to IITs?
Yeah, everyone who needs it. IIT-Kanpur, everyone gets it.
Yeah, Shailendraji is back. I think Shailendraji.
Yeah, I'm here very much. No.
Yeah, we wanted to hear you as well.
Well, sure. So I don't know what all has gone in the last half an hour because I was not connected. So can somebody fill me up?
No, I think Praveen just showed a video which was probably you have seen.
Yes, I have seen.
Outlining his vision of the project, and he just mentioned that the plan is really to plant these 40,000 trees over an area of 150 acres that is going to acquire. And I think we will take this as a collective movement of all the IIT Kanpur alumni to contribute to this project, so that there is one tree per alum. I think he lost out again, huh?
Yep.
I think his connection is in March.
Anyway, so I think that's it. We will get back again.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks, Dr.
Thanks.
Thank you, Pradeep.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, Arun. It was nice. Great. Yeah, some enterprising. Oh, Kafi.
Hello. There's something wrong in my connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
So therefore, whenever I'm trying to speak, it gets disconnected.
So yesterday you had gone to the site, right?
Yes, I had gone to the site very much. I was there. So But anyway, just before I get signed off by the technical reasons, let me welcome all of you to this virtual video conferencing meeting, and that the Diamond Jubilee celebrations of Pune chapter for the IIT Kanpur be concluded by today's whatever our dear director has to say. Now, I wish most of you could actually come to Pune and see the plantation yourself, though the video must have shown, the video shown by Pravin must have given you a fair idea. But unless you are physically here, you cannot imagine the amount of work, amount of good work which he has put in.
I have seen this actually. I have visited it several times.
Oh, lovely. So anyway, that's all I would like to say just now, and thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. So I think I have seen this several times. In fact, I have also planted the trees long back. But I would really like to see that all of us, like all of us as an alumni, really take this as a collective movement.
It has to be a collective movement. It cannot be an individual movement.
Right.
That is exactly what Pravin is wanting everyone to continue, kind of think of the same way. Any questions are there? If at all, which I have to answer, I'll be happy to answer. Pidip, why don't you add something?
Yeah, so I had spoken earlier, but I think this has come out very well, and I love the enthusiasm that all people have shown in the coming months, and Pune team also getting together. So what we believe now is to take it to the next step, to involve the other batches and also chapters to look at what's happening here, involve and contribute, participate, and really make a good outcome for this initiative which has started.
Pridhu, I think we should somehow get every year batch to have at least 1 acre of land. That means plant trees on 1 acre there. That should be the target actually. We should motivate each batch and appoint a batch leader to take care of his batch or her batch.
So one of the things that we pulled in this Vox Meet where Sandeep is there, so we have created a structure which is batch-wise and chapter-wise. All they have to know, we have to do is to create a team room, and then sort of introduce this project to them.
Okay.
And involve them. So there is no way to sort of motivate people without making them aware, getting them to understand what we are doing. But what I've seen, people are very receptive, they are open, and they are willing to sort of get involved.
So I see Pravin has got all the material ready to introduce things. So I'm sure he is technically also quite competent to do this thing. So let me push him to take this additional load of introducing this to all the batch leaders or each batch. Since this is
we have
something
we have all the strong network guys from Professor Karandikar to Pravin and Sandeep. All network guys are here with us.
They are measuring all the return time also. Kitna time लगेगा?
But
देखो आप ऐसा करो, आप खाली मेरे को बता दो कैसे करना है, बाकी सब मेरा बहुत टाइम है. I have plenty of time at my hand.
Excellent.
Just let me know what is to be done in how well technically. No, I know what to do otherwise.
Sure. So all the execution in Pune has been excellent, and you getting personally involved. So that has been something really heartwarming and pulling people together.
Well, I am going to continue to do that. So, and I really feel committed to this project started by Pravin. So, let me see how to take it forward. And you have created the infrastructure, as you say, batch-wise. Then I just want to know how to address each batch separately and individually, so that they are also enthusiasm, or I should motivate them. I mean, that is how I should put it now.
Yeah, we'll create a conversation, and then in the conversation we can bring about this and the thought process, and that's the right way to go.
Is somebody who is already there on the site also connected in this?
Yeah, they dropped out actually. They were too busy with their activities on the site.
Okay.
And they said they were eating food. They didn't tell what they were eating.
They also want...
I can tell you what we ate yesterday.
Yeah, tell us.
Well, it was aloo baigan ki sabji.
Wow.
Then there was actually again baigan sabji only, liquid, and with rice and chapati, achar, and that's it. Simple lunch, but very tasty lunch.
All fresh food.
All fresh food grown on the farm itself, within the premises. I think they just buy some spices and salt from outside. Everything else they do it inside only, produce inside, including the wheat and the rice. चलिए तो मेरे ख्याल से has that our director spoken already?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I think let us conclude the today's meeting.
Yes,
no point in stretching it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you all of you for putting us.
Thank you all for joining us.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello. 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 Sandeep, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, hi Guna, how are you?
I'm fine. I thought the program is at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.